Thank you very much. I've been in the field. I see there's a good reception. People are really yearning for change, especially in the area of infrastructure development. All the rural roads, I could say rural roads, which are in the city, peri-urban, have collapsed. And the roads are impassable. Yet government releases funds for working on roads. When you look at the roads in the central business district, for example, you see along Aduku Road, the beginning, the Dawn area. The road has been in very bad shape for the last 5 years. They have not worked on it. And yet government has sunk a lot of money in those areas. You look at in the area of pipe, the same. When you go around and go to the hospital area, there's a very big improvement in the infrastructure development of the hospital. But the road itself is really alarming. And a patient taken there can die on the road because of the bad road. My mission is to see that I work on the infrastructure development, especially the roads, so that our business people can be able to do business comfortably, people can be able to travel, the mobility should be improved, especially for the roads infrastructure. Then also look at the solid waste management. This was a very big challenge in Lira City. The very first thing that we are going to do is to see that we provide the garbage skips for collecting those garbages, the solid waste. And then also we are going to have a study on how we are going to transform our solid waste into electricity. I believe that one can work because I saw last year there was a challenge in KCCA collecting those garbage in the landfill. After 10 years, 100 years to come, but it can bring a problem. So I want to carry out a study and find out how we can improve on that. Then in the area of stormwater drain, there's a lot of water when it rains. The surface is hard. We have to have a plan so that we can improve on the stormwater drain, so that when the water pond on the road, it weakens the road, the base of the road, then the road can collapse very fast. So the drainage system should also improve. I've seen the last, from June up to now, that I've been talking about roads. There are people who have now started working on roads. They have now started desilting, removing the water drain. They have now started working on it. Even putting maram on a tarmac road, that's unacceptable. So those are the major things that I'm going to do. Then I'm also going to look at transforming the lives of the common man, especially the youth. We have the youth who are unemployed. So there will be a program for them in the area of mind change, so they can be able to work and earn a living. Because it is really very important to see that our people should be able to bring food on the table. Our people should be able to, when they get money, they bring food on the table. They should also be able to go to hospital and pay if they have money in their pocket. They should also be able to send their children to school. That is really basic. So those are the kind of things I'm going to do to see that people's lives are transformed. People also, the livelihood is improved. People should be able to earn a living, and people should be able to support. Because when you go to the field, you find that everyone is asking, give me money. And yet, because they are poor, you cannot blame them. So there should be a program. We have government program like the PDM and so on that we should also be able to support and work with it. Thank you.
So talking about waste and garbage management, your predecessor, boss, that he has been able to handle that through the polluter pays policy, and also that the garbage that used to exist around the main market, he was able to deal with it. That is why he did not resign, because he had said if waste management, garbage management defeats him, he's going to resign. So he says he has now dealt with the garbage around the main market, and the polluter pays is also working very well. Is that true?
I've moved around the city, and I've also talked to people who are in those areas, the market. They still complain about waste management. People are not satisfied. The voters are not satisfied how it is how the garbage is handled. So for me, I'm looking at a future program. I have a future program because collecting garbage alone, it is not a common, it is not a solution. Because you can collect garbage, then transform it into manure. When you put in the landfill, you can also recycle it to for other products. But for me, I'm looking at changing this garbage so that we can be able to generate electricity out of it. I know it is going to be an expensive venture, but it's worth trying that, because I saw last year the landfill in Kitezi, people died because of that. Now, when you look at 100 years to come, how are we going to manage because the population is growing. Every day people are generating garbage. So we should have a study and find out how can we transform this garbage into electricity. And that will be more meaningful than putting it in landfill. Yes.
So maybe before we end, for someone who doesn't know Henry Opio Ogenyi, who is Henry Opio Ogenyi?
Opio Henry Ogenyi is, my name is Opio Henry Ogenyi. I'm a retired Commissioner of Surveys and Mapping. I work for government for over 20 years. My education background is part of me. I have masters in public infrastructure management and postgraduate diploma in public administration management and Bachelor of Science degree in surveying from Makerere University. So I believe I'm better fit to manage the infrastructure of the city than any other person. Thank you.
Well, there are some achievements that probably makes you proud that when you are still working as a commissioner, you did a few things that people can take pride in, that can also help them to be more confident for Lira city mayor.
Yes, you know, growing from an officer level up to a level of commissioner, these are always on merit. And basically, I usually want to talk about what I did in the Lira city, where I'm contesting in. You see the market which is here, Kamswahili, behind this. Those were my project when I was here. Then I was also in 2003, I was the first person to moot the idea of forming Lira city. And I took it to the council. So that's an achievement. When you see this high-rise building near All Nation, that's what I planned. So I think, and many other. I did a lot of physical planning because my first place to work in was Lira Municipal Council. Physical planning, when you go to area of Kakoge B and those roads going to Kagoge, I planned for it. I planned it, then even peg it. When you go to Ober Market, I planned and even surveyed it. So when you go to these other places, so I have a wealth of experience, and I believe mostly in the area of physical planning. And you know, when you work in the Ministry of Lands, Housing, Urban Development, the gift is urban development. A survey is a gift. It's urban development. So before you carry out the development in the city, you have to go to a surveyor. So I believe my experience is that.
So what is this maybe worst thing that you see in the city that you would wish to transform as far as physical planning, urban development is concerned?
There are a number of programs that I look at in the city here. One of them, we have roads which are not paved. When you see the area of Bargole, this is a city center. We need to pave it. When you see the area of this Pentecostal church, PAG market, no, LPC, where there's a health unit there, hospital. The road is very bad. When you see the area of the hospital itself, all these roads have collapsed. So my major emphasis will be on the infrastructure planning, good infrastructure development, and good infrastructure maintenance. Because you cannot construct a road, then you don't maintain it. A road must be maintained. So those will be my emphasis. Yes.
Thank you very much, Henry. Unless if you have something to say, we could end. But maybe before we end, what is your message to your voters?
I wanted to say that 24th is the day we are going to vote for us by lining up. I request my voters to come and vote for me so that we can be able to change the city, develop the city to the highest position that we can reach. Thank you. Thank you.